Hi everyone, I hope you're all well out there. Right, 7-day challenge. Who's up for it? I think we could all do with a bit of this. It's going to help sort of your overall well-being and help raise your vibrations and actually sort of see some of those low emotions, lower energy vibrations there. We'll really sort of look at them. So what I want you to do, as I say, is it's for 7 days. Preferably do this in the morning. Make sure you're awake first. So don't sort of, as you're stumbling out of bed, sort of do it. Sort of make sure you're sort of fully awake first. I know everybody doesn't sort of have that time in the morning, but obviously then when you can sort of fit this in. Take a moment to sort of sit quietly with yourself. Try not to get, be too distracted. And if you do sort of like, if you have a busy life or young family and you can't do that, then you might need to do this later on during the day when things are a bit quieter. So you can sit there and have those sort of few minutes in quietness without being distracted. So you're going to get out of bed, or whatever time of day you're going to do this, and I want you to ask a question to yourself, and that is, how am I feeling today? Now we get used to asking other people, don't we? How are you? How you doing? How you feeling? But we don't really ask ourselves that. And when we do have these maybe lower emotions coming up, we tend to sort of try and push them out of the way to get on with everyday life, really, don't we? And we don't really want to look at them. We don't want to see them. So we just sort of push them out of the way. But we're not going to do that anymore, especially on this 7-day challenge. What we're going to do is ask ourselves every day, how am I feeling? Now you may want to close your eyes when you do this, sort of really sort of connect down, so you're really not distracted by anything, and really go within and feel, actually really, how am I feeling today? And be honest, okay? You're not going to fool anyone. You're talking about yourself, so be very honest. And be patient as well. Don't rush it, just sort of, okay, how am I feeling? Because we don't do this, do we? We don't ask ourselves. So be very honest. And you may need to write these down as well. If there's more than sort of 1 or 2 coming up, write them down. Okay, so you can sort of see quite clearly what you're feeling. You may be feeling tense, angry, sad, worried about something. You may be quite happy at the time that you do it and think, well, I can't really sort of feel anything but happiness. That's great if that's how you feel. Give thanks for that. Give thanks for that feeling of happiness. But you won't be feeling like this all the time. As I said, with these energies that are coming in at the moment, they are really pushing through us and pushing out any of those sort of low energies within us. So we're having this every day. It's not just sort of once a day or a couple of times a week. It's constant now. So our emotions, our vibration will be changing, okay, from sort of not just day to day, but from morning, afternoon, evening. It's going to be sort of like really sort of changing. So you may be feeling, you may be in that wave of energy coming in where you are feeling bliss and love and happiness and joy, and that's fantastic. Check in later and see how you're feeling, or maybe the next day you'll be feeling completely different, okay? So each day, sit with yourself and be honest and ask that very, very important question. How am I feeling today? Okay, so then we move on to, do you know why you're feeling like that? Okay, now this may be very, very obvious. Okay, you know the answer to that, and it may be like a bit hidden, and you're sort of, I don't know why I'm feeling like this, because we get so used to pushing those emotions away that after a while we forget why we even had them. So if you're not sure, just sit with them. You can ask your higher self to come in and show you. Please show me why I am feeling like this. I'm not really sure. And you will get shown these things that have happened along in your life or through the year, the weeks, whatever, and they will show you what it is. Okay. And obviously, if it is obvious, then you know you can sort of take that action, you know what action you need to take to change that. Then ask yourself, what do you feel would uplift you right now? So what could you do to really sort of like uplift you now? It could be something as simple as taking action on something that you've been putting off for ages. And we do this, don't we? If it's something, a task or something that we just really don't want to face, that we keep putting it off, and then that thing gets bigger and bigger, and that emotion behind it can get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we just want to put it off even more. So really get a grip of it and say, right, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to sort of tackle this situation. Ask your guides, angels in, if you feel like you need to give you some support, some strength to sort of carry through this. They're always happy to help you, always happy. But don't leave it any longer. It's obviously something that needs sort of sorting out. It could be that you need to do something nice for yourself. You know, we so very often we do nice things for other people, but we forget to do things, you know, nice things for ourselves. It could be something like that. It may be that you've been sort of sitting around a lot. You know, we've just sort of like had winter, or sort of in the end of it now, aren't we? And we may not be moving about so much, and with all these energies coming through us, we may need to move our body. It's getting all those lower vibrations, those lower emotions stuck within us, and we may need to move a bit more. So yeah, have a think about that. Things that you know, go for a walk or dance, whatever you need to do. It could be that you never stop moving, and actually what you need to do is rest. Now, all these things will be very sort of personal to you, and it depends on what emotions as well are coming up. You know, they could be different emotions for different reasons. So whatever is for you, whatever emotion and thing that you need to do, tackle it. So then think what you're going to do, this action that you're going to do for yourself. Ask yourself, now, would this increase my energy, my feeling good going forward? Or is this just going to be like for now? So it could be sort of like, are you going to just boost your energy for this next 5 minutes? Which is great, which is fine, and sometimes we just need that, don't we? We just sort of like need that little boost, but really sort of like have a think about sort of the action for a longer benefit as well. So you could be thinking, oh, if I just had a nice piece of chocolate cake now, that would really boost my energy. That's really how I feel now. That's great for that next 5 minutes while you're eating it. But it may not be good for you going forward, especially if you're thinking, I really should be getting into a sort of healthier way of eating. And then you go and eat that chocolate cake, feel great for those 5 minutes, and then think, oh, I've gone and ruined it all, haven't I? And then sort of start feeling bad because you've had that chocolate cake. I'm not saying eating chocolate cake is bad for you, but again, it depends on why you're having these emotions coming up. Is that the best thing for you going forward? So instead of having like a chocolate cake, maybe go and make yourself a nice fruit salad, and that would be even better for you in the long run of boosting your vibrations and helping you sort of further. It could be, like we said, you might need to move your body. So you might go out there and think, right, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to go down the gym, I'm going to go down there for 3 hours and go mad. And then you may feel great at the time, but then for the next week you can't move. That's not really going to help you in the sort of like distant future of raising sort of that vibration. You've sort of really come to a crashing halt. So again, think about maybe something gentle. So look at it sort of not just for that particular time, but on the longer sort of journey. Okay, then just jot down some of the things that you are grateful for, okay? having gratitude is fantastic for raising your vibrations. It's fantastic for bringing abundance in as well for, you know, for your life. But also what I'm going to ask you to do as well is write down what is hampering your life, okay? What's bringing your day, your mood, your energy, your vibration? What's bringing that down? And where can you change that? Because we're sort of saying, okay, well, I'm very grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, and I'm, you know, thankful for this and that. But what is in your life that's really sort of like an anchor in your life, pulling you down all the time and getting you into sort of that lower emotion? So write some of those down as well. And maybe there's some changes that you can make there in your life to, like, well, why is that in? Why is that in my life? I don't really need that. I can change that, I can move that. And sort of really see, sometimes when we sort of don't, until we think of these things, we don't actually sort of see them. We can get stuck in routines as well, can't we? That we just do things by habit in these routines, and we don't really sort of see them. So again, you know, start looking at that and stop putting up with things as well. You know, you put up with things because it's normal, because it's, say, a habit, a routine. So it could be with things, or it could even be with people. So have a look there as well. Okay, so the next one is spend some time with your heart. So simple, but how many times do we do that? Every day we should do this. Every day, just sit still, in peace, close our eyes, drop from the mind down to the heart, take some deep breaths, see golden white light around you, and when you breathe in, see that coming into your heart, through your heart space. Breathing in that golden white light, and as you breathe out, see it being pushed around all of your body. Okay, this high vibrational light coming in through that heart space, being pushed all around your body. And just do that for a couple of minutes. That connection with the heart will really help to raise your vibration. Okay, so the next one. If you don't have time to do this, you need to ask yourself why. Okay, you might say, oh yeah, that sounds fine, but I haven't got time. Yeah, really ask yourself why. You know, you are important. You are very, very important. And this is why you have to make some time. You'll find it. You'll find it. You may need to sort of take some time, you know, literally, to find that time, but you will. You know, just acknowledging sort of how you feel and taking these actions each day, it's going to help you adjust, and it'll help you adjust your life to make it simpler and on a higher sort of vibration. So don't sort of say to yourself, oh, I haven't got time, because what you're saying is, I'm not important enough. And you are very important. So make that time. You will find that time. If you really feel like you are important, which you are, then you will find that time during the day at some point. You may not be able to do this all in one stretch, okay? But try and start off with, how am I feeling today? Okay, and then go from there. As I say, write it down, because the more you write it down, the more, you know, you won't forget, and you can just go back to it maybe later on during the day and think, right, okay, so I'm feeling like this, what do I need to do? And then during the day, things might pop into your head and think, oh yeah, I need to do this, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to get rid of. So you may not be able to do it all in one go, but over the day you will. And do this every day for the 7 days. Now, you may feel like you need to do it more than once a day. More than once a day is fine, but at least be committed to those 7 days, and you'll find it easier, and then you'll see how you feel at the end of those 7 days. So I wish you luck with this. I'm going to be doing this as well. And well, let's see how we feel at the end of 7 days. Okay, so good luck, everyone. Any questions, any help, just send me a message, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so for now, from my heart, with love. Love from my heart and heart from love. Bye-bye.